Good morning, everyone. How's everyone doing? I am just sewing up some scraps until we get some more folks on here, and then we will start our new project. You are seeing my quilt that we finished this week. Good morning, Annette. I see that I'm on vertical. I know I have had a couple of issues and I gave up. So we are on vertical view this morning. Good morning, Sharon. These allergies are just kicking my butt today. They have been, right? We're all in allergy season right now, and it is something else. So yesterday I went live, yesterday afternoon. I wanted to go ahead and finish that up. It's gonna be lots of sneezing today. I promise I took my allergy medicine. Good morning, Teresa. Excuse me. Wow. I cannot shake this sneezing. All right. Let me go see if something will work. Excuse me for a moment. Let me see if that helps. I've been like this all morning. So we're gonna go over the fabric and do I have the fabric? You know, this is bad. I need to keep the fabric, those little fabric tags when people give me stuff, because I don't think I kept that fabric. Or if I did, I put it somewhere so safe during retreat that I don't remember. Bless you. We've had lots of wind and rain kick up all that pollen. Good morning, Loretta. We have had no rain. We have had lots of beautiful sunshine, but we need rain because the dirt out there is so dry and sandy. We definitely need the rain, and we're supposed to get rain tomorrow. I love the piano. Yes. I'm happy with it. It used up a lot of my scraps, and that I had, the scrap sets I had. So I'm happy with it. And it made it quilt longer and oblong instead of square. And there's nothing wrong with a square quilt. I like a square quilt. I'm just saying that definitely all right, so I'm going to finish up these couple of things that I'm running through. Me personally, I do like the addition of the hearts, because for me, it filled in those big white spaces. Since I'm not a fancy long armor, and I don't have the money to take it to get long armed by someone fancy, I just think that it filled in the white. If I was fancy and it didn't cost me so much, I probably would have taken the top without the hearts and let them put something very decorative in there. Quilting, that is. Yes, and I'm running through a sneak peek, so got to get some regular work in here as well as my fun work. Well, everything is fun. It's all fun. It's all fun. All right, so I'm going to put these last 3 in. Let's see. You know what? I never did answer yesterday this thing, how to avoid trouble at a foreign border. The choices were A, avoid using binoculars on your camera. B, avoid drawing attention to yourself with loud animated conversations while waiting for your passport to be checked. Or C, avoid any monetary transaction, keep your money out of sight. So yeah, I think I didn't give the answer in the end, but I can give you the answer. The answer is avoid using binoculars on your camera. I didn't know I had binoculars on my camera. Well, I don't really use the camera anymore, do I? All right. Good morning, Zaza. All right. So here we are. We are going to, I'm going to put this away. Deal with this later on. And let's go to what we're going to make, the fabric. If I recall, this is the, I did not put that little tag in here, but it's pretty fabric. So we're just going to say it's pretty fabric. And you know what? Maybe I might have gone through the fabric while I was on retreat. I don't remember. Oh, well. Okay. So here we are. So it's Type It. I know on retreat I was sewing this for a little bit. Good morning, Sheila. And this is, I need this and I need these. These are the ones I did not sew. Okay, and then this is what it looks like. I take a half of a jelly roll piece of whatever your background, which is this. I ran out of this and there is no more of this. So I am just going to put in confetti cotton, white, and I'm just going to kind of blend the strips in and make it look intentional because we're just making do. This is the Make Do channel. So that's what we're doing. We're going to make do. And so I take a half of jelly roll strip and a full jelly roll strip, and I sew them together. And I leave it like this, and I fold it and I put it aside. So again, this is a free pattern. It's called Type It. It is from Zen, Moda and Zen Chic. You can go on the Moda website and look up Type It. And we are going to go ahead. And what I did is I just cut this out of yardage. And I'm going to come in and wherever I have the folds, I'm just going to chop a lop right there. And that gives me my half. This is a really stress-free quilt because this is just sewing. So I have all mine done like that. So we have that. And then I did cut off the selvage. I did come in here and I thought I cut off the selvages on here. Let's see. Yes. I cut the selvages off on here. I have them all wonky. It's okay. I'm just going to grab and go. All right. So this is where I've left off. So I'm going to take my jelly roll and my half piece. And I'm just going to start going in. I come in here and I just kind of bring this here. I'm trying not to. I've done it to one and I caught it. And I come in here and just do the other end. And that's how I'm doing this. I think you could see from there. Good morning, Linda. So I'm going to take this. Go ahead. Run that through. And I take my top and run that on the other side. Of course, you could just do one side and then go do the other side. I don't know. I just do it like this. No problem. You lurk away. I think this is your afternoon, isn't this? Your afternoon. Is it like 1 o'clock or something like that? And I'm gonna come. All right, so we did the foreign country thing. We can put that aside. Let's see. Yep, we did that. We did the how to survive a kidnapping. We did that yesterday. Okay. I don't even know what to say. This next question. I guess here it is. How to fall down a flight of stairs. I guess if you're about ready to fall down a flight of stairs, this is how to do it properly. Ready? A, avoid impact by extending your extremities, arms and legs. If you can, launch forward toward the landing to avoid repeated contact with the stairs. B, stretch out vertically and log roll down the stairs. Avoid an end over end fall. Lower your center of gravity. Tuck into a ball and don't attempt to break your fall. Stay on the inside wall and try to fall in a zigzag pattern. I feel like that is a bunch of rhyming going on. What do we think? Do we need me to read those again? Those are quite intense, those choices. This fabric is really beautiful. And I cut off all the selvages, so I couldn't even tell you from marking it. Here we are. I'm not even going to think about falling downstairs. It's too early in the morning. Yes, exactly. Stop, drop, and roll. So the correct answer is, or what they think the correct answer is lower the center of gravity. Lower your center of gravity. Tuck into a ball and don't attempt to break your fall. Because ball and fall. I feel like this is all rhyming. Stay on the inside wall and try to fall in a zigzag pattern. I don't know. You're right, Sheila. It's too early in the morning. Downstairs. Okay, we did how to catch a cyber stalker. We did that. Here we go. Good morning, Giovanna. That's for when you're in a fire. Yeah. But, it could also be, and I don't know if I told you good morning, Sharon. It could also be, I don't know. Okay, so how to recognize a skull fracture. A, the victim's eyes roll back into their head and their speech is severely slurred. B, straw-colored fluid seeps from the victim's ears and nose. And C, the victim's head swells and mucus seeps from their eyes. We've had this before, so this is a pop quiz question because I remember these choices. Ugh. We have a public holiday today. Wow, what are we celebrating? We're celebrating 80 of the freedom of Italy's from the, oh, okay, gotcha. But hey, that's good. Celebrating 80 of the freedom. Yep. Linda, good morning to nope years. Linda says it's B. And B is the right answer. Straw-colored fluid seeps from the victim's ears and nose. Ugh. That's way too gross first thing in the morning, too. Okay. Let's do some trivia. Let's do some trivia for a little bit. Hey. Okay, who was the first? Oh, here we go. Who was the first Italian to travel to America? Who was the first Italian to travel to America? 80 years. Yep. Okay, who was the first Italian to travel to America? I think I know. I think in New York City we have a circle with that person's name. Lurking, no problem. You drive safe, and yes, that's what I was thinking. We have something called Columbus Circle in New York City. All right, here's my last one of these. So we could actually start putting these together. I just have to cut these apart. Here we go. Amerigo Vespucci was the real first one. Oh. And yeah, so this is St. Christopher Columbus. I probably would say Giovanna probably knows. She may know more than these cards. What 4 words go before Dead Man's Chest to complete the title of a 2006 movie starring Johnny Depp? What 4 words go before Dead Man's Chest to complete the title of a 2006 movie starring Johnny Depp? That is why your content is called American. Yes, Pirates of the Caribbean. I want to say yes, Pirates of the Caribbean, yes. Okay. Whose election led to South Carolina's secession? I know I'm saying that wrong. From the Union and the Civil War. Whose election? Okay, so I have all these, and I am going to fold them. It is Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln. What was the Snickers candy bar named after? A town. Wait. What was the Snickers candy bar named after? A town in New Jersey, a family horse, or a clown? Well, I want to say it's probably a family horse because that sounds like a horse's name to me. But I'm actually not sure. So we have looking like that. B, a horse. I mean, it just to me sounds like What are you making? I'm making a free pattern called Type It. It is a Zen, Chic, and Moda pattern. Did I just do that upside down? Sorry, here you go. It's bad enough it's backwards in image. And these are them. You take a full jelly roll and a half jelly roll. The half jelly roll is your accent color or your background color. Sheila, the battle of who came first. Sheila said Columbus came first, for your information. I don't know. I don't have anything to look it up if it's that or the person that Giovanna has. I guess in American history it's Columbus, and in Italian history it's someone else. All right. So Snickers was yes, a family horse. What could 10-year-old Iman Cronin blow bubbles out of while underwater? What could 10-year-old Iman Cronin blow bubbles out of while underwater? Ooh. I don't even know who this person is. Guess it's a real life person. True. Well, really, the Vikings came first. His nose, his butt. Good Morning Vintage Style by Joe. Most of you know his butt. Sheila says his eyes. It says, what could 10-year-old Iman Cronin blow bubbles out of while underwater? The answer is his eyes. Ooh, his eyes? I don't get that. All right. So, what country did Nintendo come from? What country? Belly button. What country did Nintendo come from? All right. Now I'm going to see what we're going to do because I did the one. Yeah, I don't know how he does that. Okay. So the materials is one colorful jelly roll and one white junior jelly roll. All right, so we are going to join, we did that. Cut through the colored part of the ring, somewhere between the middle and about 10 inches from the white. Oh, I'm glad they told me that because I was thinking I was cutting somewhere. Okay, make these cuts for every strip, just random. You have to do this randomly. And then join the strips on their long side as shown in the quilt layout. All right, here we go. Korea, Japan, Bonjour, no, Borgi. Okay, I'm not gonna talk this morning. Good morning, Linda. Don't all 10 bubbles for me. Yes, I think we do. Even though we may say we don't. But who can say they can blow bubbles out of their eyes? I sure can't. So, all right, we're going to take this down. This was our make this week. All right, we're taking this down. Taking it down. Whoop. And I'll fold it later. All right, now what we need to do is these glasses work for me to read that. Oh, here we go. And I have a couple more here. My glasses work for when I read this, but does not work for that. It was out of stock. Well, the other fabric was probably it's probably old, an old line. You know, people gift me stuff from their stash. It may not be new stuff. And I know my stash is very vintage. It's Vintage Style by Leanna, my stash. Okay, so I have you all on my computer so I can see. So I have to, it says cut somewhere in this part, right? but it said to stay within 10 inches. So let's see, what can I use? Because it says to do it randomly, right? Yeah, right. I am a little bit of a... Oh, did I not say it was Japan? Oh, yes. You had all the Nintendo. Okay, so this here is 10. And it looks like that. So just randomly. So between there and there randomly, and then between there and there randomly. So we are gonna go here, cut, and I don't know how well this is gonna go up here, but we're gonna try. And now I'm gonna take one of these and, whoops. I'm still not getting this. Maybe because I'm such a control freak. I can't envision. Okay. Well, they have to be random. So there we go. We're going to figure this thing out. All right. Here we go. And I put a polka dot next to this other one. It's okay. It's not ideal, but it's okay. There we go. So we have that, and we'll take another one here. I bought too much fabric this week. Oh, well, I bought some fabric too. I just have not actually shown you the fabric. Here we go. This may be better for me to visually see. Oh, that's not going to work. I don't like that one there. I'm also supposed to pick up these random. I bought some fabric from Joann's. And let's see. I'm going to put this in here a little bit. I'm going to manipulate this just a little bit because I kind of want to see what I'm doing. So there we are. So there's that one. That's how I'm figuring it out. I don't know if you're seeing what I'm doing. You could toss those up and let them land willy-nilly and just pick them up randomly. That would take a lot of restraint. I don't know if I could do that. Maybe that's what I should be doing. You know, that is actually what Lynn did. Lynn is totally has hers random. I am just a control freak, clearly. Yeah, we're gonna. This, if I work like this is kind of telling me where I can cut it. There we are. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you, Sheila. I'm a little bit of a nut job. We all know that already. All right. Sheila, here you go. Here we go. We're going to go Sheila's route after I do this one here. We're going to go Sheila's route. But I don't know. I don't know how I'm going to like this, but I'm going to do it. Sometimes I guess we need to just be free. Be free. Oh. Do it. All right. Here we are. Good morning, Deb. We're watching me try to be free. But I don't know if I can, but we're going to try. All right, look. Sheila's making me go rogue and wild and just pick up where I may be. Good morning, Lori. All right, here we go. I may have to really, though, because I'm going to see the colors. This isn't really going to work, Sheila. I'm going to have to find something. Hold on. I'm going to get rid of something. These doors have to find a home, Lou. Please. Here we go. Because I can still see the colors. If I missed someone, good morning. Good morning, Chloe. I saw Chloe up there. All right, here we go. Putting it down here. All right, going deep in. Oh, no. Another red one. Come on. All right, going for it. Another red one. I don't like it, but I'm going to go for it. The first one right out of the bat, red is touching red. I don't know. Red is touching red. Okay, here we go. Now there's two reds. Oh, this one just fell out of the bag, so I guess that's the next one. Good morning, Kathleen. Here we go. Paper bag challenge. We're calling this now the new paper bag challenge. Okay, we're going to go right there. Chop a lot there. Now I will say I'm going to have to, I have a pattern going at least here. Even though I have absolutely no pattern. I need a white, 2 polka dot, a white, 2 polka dot, a white, 2 polka dot. Are we going to worry about that or no? See? Vintage stuff. I chose like put that red on top. I'm with you. Oh, well, you know what? We're just going to have, here we go. We have to break up that red, right? Oh, no, I can't break up that red because I need this. Oh, this is funny. Okay, we'll put the red one on top. Joe's like, well, we'll switch these around. Okay, here we go. Because I do need a white. So we'll put the white there. But you know, it's going to happen. They're going to touch each other. They're going to touch each other. There's nothing I can do. If this is a true brown bag challenge, it's just gonna have to touch each other. And maybe I'm not gonna worry about, now I've got 2 blues. Maybe I'm not gonna worry about the dots. Just let it go all to heck. You need to make a bit longer on the shorter side. So it's supposed to all be mostly on this side. So, oh, no, not another. I can't do another blue. A third blue? No, can't do it. Can't do it. There we go. All right. Okay, there we go. Oh, but I need a polka dot. I need a polka dot. Wait. I need a polka dot. I think I have to go with the whole polka dot thing. Okay, here we go. All right. Oh, we got a pink. Oh, and how perfect is this? It's a pink with, we're going to really take this way over. way over to here. Now I'm just letting it all just hang free. Let it all hang out right now. We're going rogue. All right, next. I am having a fight with myself, you're right. What do you mean I have to flip? Well, this, it has it all on one side. If that's what you mean. Right, it's all got to be on that one side, I think. I don't know. Here you go. We've got a red next to this pink. We got another red. Oh, that's way too long. We'll bring this over even more. How about that? We'll bring it like this. I don't know. I don't know. We're just going to let this hang out the way it hangs out. I give up now. I'm just going to put this on here and hope for the best. This has to be some sort of therapy. Yes, the therapy is do not be such a control freak. This is what they tell you to do, to let go and relax, right? My doctors always tell me I have to be less stressed out. That's what we're doing. We're gonna unstress ourselves. All right, so here we go. We're gonna go across. Look at that, I have 2 polka dots. I'm still. Now the real test would be if I really just sewed this. Good morning. If I really sewed this and then there's no way back. It's just what it is. Oh, this is though. Well, you know what? It's just going to have to be this way. I'm just going to have to randomly be this way. All right, I'm going to do it because if not, when you're not looking, I'm going to start moving stuff around. Now, I was having a pattern of, 2 and 1 and 2 and I just not sew it exactly, because if not, I know I'm going to have a, and look, come on. Okay, you know what? Nobody said that I couldn't. Right? No, nobody said I couldn't start working from the top and the bottom. We can work from the top and the bottom, right? There we go. Here we go. We're going to put this one here, because there's no way this is going right next to that other blue one. Here we go. Another blue? Come on. That would have been horrible if I had 3 blues together. Oh, okay. We're going to, well, I have to put some short pieces over here. Wait a second. How does this go again? Yeah, I have to have some shorter pieces over here. Okay, I'm just going to go for it. I don't even know where to cut anymore. All this blue, all in one spot. It's actually good to see I stopped working on a jelly roll comb because I freaked out over placement. So we will be putting this one here because this goes in line of my polka dots and my whites. We'll put this blue one, even though it's touching, here. Oh, no. It's got to be here. Because it's touching. It's touching. It's touching the other blue. All right. Hello. The pieces are literally over my floor. Oh my goodness. And another blue, but maybe it's a lighter blue. All right, here we go. This doesn't turn out looking good. It's Sheila's fault. We're going to blame Sheila. Here we go. Oh, man. Okay. I feel like it needs to be somewhere between here and there. This is like a jelly roll race. I don't do many jelly roll races because I had a hard time with things touching each other. Hello, Siobhan. I hope I said that right. Change the 7th roll with a dark blue. I can't, Siobhan. Hi, Melanie. The whole point is I'm supposed to just let this flow. I'm actually supposed to just sew it up right now. I'm just supposed to let it sew. I'm just supposed to let it sew up. Okay. All right, here we go. We are gonna sew because I have urges. I have urges to move things. I'm starting to have a little bit of a crazy moment here, especially since 3 polka dots are hitting each other right now. All right, here we go. Here we go. I'm going to take this one to this one because if not, I'm going to break the rules. So here we go. We're going to sew before Leanna breaks any rules. Here we go. We're going to sew. We're going to sew. So we have, this is the top. I'm going to mark it there. Oh, no. I'm going to use a pen. Here we are. I'm going to use this. There we go. I know this is the top. The reason why I'm marking is because if I'm sewing strips, I have to alternate my strips. Are you still going to move them? No, I want to move them, but I better do this or else I get myself in trouble. Hi, Joanna. I am going to make this quilt. All right, so we're going to go. And we are going to stick this right in here. This would be cool if you take, and maybe we'll do that next. Maybe I have a whole bucket right over there of 2.5-inch strips, of random strips. Maybe, good morning, Joyce. Good morning, Muriel. Maybe I'll have to take that out and find a backing. Now look, like how does this happen? How does this happen where this piece is longer than the other if they're cut the same? How does that happen? I don't know how that happens. All right, here we go. We've got this. I'm going to have to go over and iron. I'll be right back because I have a feeling I have to iron. All right. While we're waiting for the iron to be hot, here we go. I've got a question for you all. Okay. How to avoid contracting the hepatitis C virus? A, do not use public, oh, I'm showing you, do not use public toilets without using disposable seat covers. B, do not share toothbrushes, chewing gum, and pick up bloody items with your bare hands. Or C, do not breathe in someone else's sneeze, touch dirty doorknobs, or swim in unchlorinated water. All of that sounds disgusting. I bet it was beautifully patriotic. I didn't see what that was happening, But I was thinking about, I have some patriotic stuff I could do. So we have lots of bees. Lots of bees. First of all, who shares their toothbrush? Well, maybe there are people. No, I take that back. There are people who share toothbrushes. I'm just not one of those people who share my toothbrush. I won't even in a pinch touch Honey's toothbrush on my mouth, and I kiss the man, and I still wouldn't want to share his toothbrush. All right, so we had that. Don't drink behind. So I'm definitely not sharing toothbrushes, not even with Honey. So this was the first one. I think this was the first. Yeah, this was how I sewed it. This is how I took it off. So we now have to go with this next one. And I don't know how I ended up with this, if they're all supposed to be the same size. And apparently that's what's happening on either. Okay. I don't know. It's fine. It is what it is. Okay, so this is where I sewed. So now I've got to sew from this side. And we're just going to have to go for it. Because, let me see. Yep, it is how it is. Okay, here we go. I've missed all that. I want to make this, but with different size strips. There you go. Now I'm extra peeved at someone who used my toothbrush without asking. I'm just saying, I kissed the man and I still don't want to use his toothbrush. But I guess there's people who do. There's nothing wrong with it. That's you. You do you. You do you, boo. And who shares gum? Now I could see that. Do not share chewing gum. I could see that, you know, when you were a teenager and y'all thought it was funny to start French kissing and swapping gum. Ugh. As an adult now, it's like Will Ferrell in the movie Elf when he takes the gum off of the sidewalk thing, subway thing, and then starts chewing it. I think I was gagging. I still think I gag at that scene. Oh. What is the other thing? Don't pick up bloody items with your bare hands. I mean, that's kind of, yeah. Never share things that go in your mouth. All right, so the answer is B, as we all got a little chuckle. At least I did. Got a chuckle from that. All right, here we go. Oh, no, we got to wait for Babalota for that question there. How to safely ask a stranger for directions in an unfamiliar city. A, ask someone who is elderly. What? What do they think? Just because we're elderly that we can't be big and bad? B, ask the person you find who's most closely resembles you. You are more likely to attain the sympathies of someone who looks like you. So find your twin. Okay. C, ask someone who is working and could not leave their job to follow you, like the clerk behind a counter. Wow, this person is paranoid. What's going on here? You know what? This is what's going on here. Hold on, I'm getting stuff. Oops. I'm getting stuff stuck. I was like, wait a second, what's going on here? Okay, C, we've got lots of C's. My cone was wobbling, and it's because I didn't have it in the right holder. All right. So the answer is C, ask someone who is working and could not leave their job to follow you. Ready? Okay. How to survive an imminent volcanic eruption. A, run as fast as you can, as quickly as possible. B, climb the nearest tree. C, take shelter inside the nearest building and move to the highest floor possible. I'll be back. I'm just pressing. All right, let's see. What do we say here? We have some A's. Too much to do before school today. Not a problem. Go ahead and lurk away. The lava will burn everything inside. Well, I was thinking that. Okay, so you know where I just put this? I'm actually going to replace this with a safety pin. One of these color safety pins. This is my starting point because this clip is annoying me. There we go. Then I know. So I started here. So I sewed down here. And then I sewed up. And now my next one is here. So I'll grab that. And now I have to sew, right? Because I sewed down and I sewed this way. So now I have to sew the other way. And I'm just going to take this and eyeball it, make sure that I have enough to go down all the way down. And oops, all the way down so I'm not short. And yes, okay. So here we go. I saw the Pompeii exhibit when I was a kid. Volcanoes are my quicksand. Take shelter, and they say C, take shelter inside the nearest building and move to the highest floor possible. But I'm thinking that building's going on fire. I think it's going on fire. All right. That we already did that. Okay, we did this too. How to avoid getting arrested when in a foreign country. The air is unbreathable and the water would become acidic. The best to leave the area altogether. Don't go into the water, it will boil. Oh my goodness, there is no good solution to that. I'm freaking out. All right, so let's try not to get arrested in a foreign country. So how to avoid getting arrested when in a foreign country. A, avoid driving and do not keep prescription drugs in unmarked containers. B, avoid small towns where tourists don't travel. Hold on. C, avoid going to parts of town with high crime rates. A, B, or C? We have done this one? Okay, so this is pop quiz. This is a new game, and they recycled some of their questions from their old other game, which has annoyed me. I stood on a cliff in Hawaii and watched lava swallow houses and a beach and then land in the sea, which was a spectacular and unique sight. Wow. Someone said D, all of the above. I would agree that D, all the above, would be a good way to go too. Stay home. All right, we are some rows in. So the answer is A, avoid driving and do not keep prescription drugs in unmarked containers. All right, we're on to the 5th row. I'm going to press. All right, we're going to grab another one of these strips. And here we go. And now we are going to, as long as you keep track of where you are, you shouldn't have any bowing happening. And we are going to put that. The answer, yes, we said that. Okay. You already have gotten out of bed early this morning. Yes, it's nearly 1 for them. Okay. What to do if the eye of a hurricane is headed for your storm-prepared house? Well, that's good. Your house is prepared for the storm. Here we go. What to do? A, open a window on the side of the house opposite the wind. B, leave all precautions in place and prepare for the worst. C, go outside and watch for the winds to shift. Now we're going to the next one. Actually, we're getting on the groove of this now that I'm like not having the palpitations. Good morning, Mitzi. Good morning, same day parlay. Also put the tape on the windows. All right, so we have now another one. And the answer is B, leave all precautions in place and prepare for the worst. All right, we're going to go for a little trivia here. What huge city stands at the mouth of the Hudson River? And I'll be back. Well, Muriel, that's a good thing that your house was not during Irma. That's a blessing. Sad for all those who were, whose houses were, but a blessing to you. All right, so now we're going to take the next one. Here we are. And we have to start over here on this side. So what did we say? Which huge city stands at the mouth of the Hudson River? What did we say it was? I'm going to give you a hint. I think it's the right answer. It's the state I live in, or no, it's the state I live in. The city is in the state I live in. Neighborhood cat ran inside just before it came down on my street. I never let it leave. He's mine now. Aww. Good morning, Kathy. So I think it's New York City. And yes, it is New York City. Ready? Okay. Which character was the inspiration for the creation of Batman? I have choices. Ready? The Lone Ranger, Zorro, or Superman? If I have it sewed up, I cannot change anything. We have Zorro. We have an A, which is Lone Ranger. We have a C, which is Superman. Here we go. Not Juliana. There is Jack. Who's Jack? I'm lost. All right. Which character was the inspiration from the creation of Batman? And the answer is Zorro. Zorro. Okay. So what is the International Crime Police Organization better known as? What is the International Criminal Police Organization better known as? Oh, Jack is the seam ripper. Gotcha. All right, so I am going to go ahead. Oh, yeah, because of me not moving things around. Yeah, no. I'm going to stick to it. I know Sheila just bought me Jack, but I don't think Sheila wants me to use Jack, right? Interpol, Scotland Yards, or Interpol. Interpol is the right answer. Interpol is absolutely the right answer. You are slow today. I am slow today. My brain is slow today. I agree. I'm going to pick up the red. Whoops! These are falling. I don't know where they landed. They fell. I don't know where they go. I made that quilt once. Yours is better. Well, I'm freaking out because I have no control. They took the control. Oh, I'm going to run out of bobbin. Here. Yep, there it is. I knew I was going to run out of bobbin. All right, ready? Next one. Interpol was the right answer. What type of food product is Betty Crocker's Pop Secret? What kind of food products? It's good thing you have it on video. Yeah, but I think those are the next ones I have to sew, right? Now, I know I made bobbins yesterday. And I said, oh, this should keep us. Are you kidding me? What happened to those bobbins yesterday? I didn't use up those bobbins yesterday, did I? Did I use up the bobbin yesterday? Oh, here it is. I had one more. All right. Someone's going to have to rewind the video and tell me, I guess. What's awesome news? What happened? Oh, you're doing better today? I didn't know you were sick. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you're feeling better. I know Joanna's been, we've had a lot not feeling well. Popcorn. Popcorn. I say it's popcorn. I do say it's popcorn. And popcorn it is. What planet did the U.S. presidential panel propose to establish a colony on by 2027? The moon, Mars. I'm noticing that my turquoise fabric and my red fabric that are touching each other are the same pattern, just in two different colors. Which in real life I probably would not let happen. Oh boy. All right, I think it's Mars. Let's see. Mars it is. Okay, I'm going to read this, go over, iron, and press, and come back. Ready? What parts of a car are known to racing buffs as sneakers? I want that to fall. Tires, tires. Everybody has tires. All right, so this is where we're at, and something fell. Something fell over here, and I don't know what goes after this red, but I had these three here. So I do know it has to be this. It has to be, I think this, because this is a white. So we'll go with this. I don't know if it was, but we're going to go with it. And I don't know now which way I just sewed this. Okay. Let me look at my pin here. So this I sewed down this way, that way, this way, that way, this way. So now this way. Okay. Here we go. It is tires. Tires it is. Okay, ready? What to do? We're going on survival, not according to my picture. Oh no, what does your picture say? Well, we're going with it because I don't know. I don't recall what was next. It all fell. I'm pleading the fifth. It all fell. It all fell. Okay. Good morning, Catherine. We are letting go of being a control freak on quilts. All right, what do you do when stung by a scorpion? A, attempt to suck out the poison. B, rush to the hospital as soon as possible. Or C, put ice on the injury site and monitor your symptoms. This is like kind of like a jelly roll race, maybe. You know what would be fun is maybe doing something like this with a jelly roll, and you do kind of the same thing you're doing with this, putting in a half a jelly roll, all this, but then like just running it like a jelly roll race and seeing where the white hits. So the answer they have is C, put ice on the injury site and monitor your symptoms. That's what it's saying. Okay. I am going to go and press this. I have 2 more strips. I have no idea, but I also have to trim this because it's getting really wonky. My phone updated and now it's really difficult to get into the chat box. Oh no. Is it that it went full screen on you? Because sometimes it does that to me. And there's like 3 little dots on the right-hand corner top of the video. You can hit in there, and I think you can change your chat, and you can hit chat. All right, so here we are. I don't know if you can see me, but I am going to trim these edges because we're getting really wonky. So I have a photo of it before it fell. Yes, but now, okay, so you can tell me what comes in after. Ready? But let me trim this and then we can go for it. You can tell me what happened. Where it all went to heck. Ready? Here we go. Let me just take this because I feel like I'm going off the rails a bit, and I wanna get myself back on track. Let me put this back here since I knew that this was the first. There we go. Joanna, ready? Have it up. I have this up. I have these two here. I have no idea how these two went up. If I was to guess, maybe something like this. And then something like this. But I don't know. So here we go. I'm watching on my TV now so my chat can stay up on my phone. Above the pink strip on the design wall was a green strip. This here. The next one is blue, then green, then pink. The next one is blue, then green, then pink. Like this. All right. Watch this. I'm sticking pins. I'm sticking pins in these, so if they fall, they're gonna be in the right spot. Switch them. Good morning, Raven. Switch them. Ta-da. Okay. So this is the way she says I have it. So we're gonna go with it. Let's see. I sewed there and went there and came here and went there and went here and went there and then here and then now I've got to go there. All right. Here we go. I do have them pinned down now so that we don't get through this again. All righty. Put this through. So now let's see. The most important, here we go. The most important thing to do if your car plunges into the water. A, roll all your windows up. B, unfasten your seatbelt. C, roll one window down. We have an A. I think this could be two answers here. They only gave one, but I think two answers. So they're saying C, roll one window down, which is important, right? And then if you can't roll the window down, everybody has that special hammer that can break your window glass because I freak out about this. I have anxiety about this. I carry so much in my glove compartment because of this. I have also scissors to cut myself out of seatbelts, God forbid. So I would think you'd have to unfasten your seatbelt so you can swim out the window that is not either broken or down. Just saying. Just saying. All right, so we have that. So now we're going to go and press this. And with that being said, let's hear how to give CPR. After giving 5 breaths, press down on the chest 3 times. Stop immediately if you hear, you know what, this is old. This is old. This is old. I'm not even going to read this. We're done with this because I just took CPR. We don't even do that anymore. So we're not even going to go there. I don't want to give false stuff that I know is false. Okay. What to look for in an unresponsive victim? A, just remember A, B, C. Airway, breathing, circulation, check each. Is what you use to break the glass. Oh, I never thought of that. They have these special like little hammers, but yeah, the headrest. B, just remember SOS, sustenance, oxygen, spirits. Make sure to revive the victim with each of these. C, just remember TLC, temperature, lethargy, and coma. Try to reduce each one of these conditions. All right, we're on to the next one. And look, I have a pin in it so that it does not go away. And we are going to try something new here. We're going to do something exciting and new. I'm going to trim this end and square it so it's not going wonky. There we go. And then we're going to, we know I have to sew from there. There we are. The metal of the headrest is made to, yeah, I did not know that. Love boat time. Yes. It's love boat time. I don't know why that song came into my head when I was trimming this. Okay, so the answer to this question is A, B, C, airway, breathing, and circulation. I thought that was funny. SOS, sustenance, oxygen, and spirits. And make sure to revive the victim with each one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And back in the day, they would give you smelling salts in all those movies, right? Here we are. We're going to put that here. I'm going to do one of these. Okay. What skill was Annie Oakley famous for? What skill was Annie Oakley famous for? Good morning, Jessica. Someone on the bluff, from the road, sharpshooter, shooting, whistles. I think she was a sharpshooter, wasn't she? I think she was. I think she was a gun-slinging girl. She was sharpshooting. That's right. Okay. What color is Tinky Winky? What color is Tinky Winky? I don't know what they're talking about. But that could be different colors. Oh my goodness, Tinky Winky. We will all have to explain who Tinky Winky is because my mind is going somewhere else. Tinky Winky. Who is Tinky Winky, please? Please. Pink, okay. The answer is purple. That's an interesting tidbit of information. I must have missed. Oh, Teletubbies. Oh, okay. Thank you. My mind wasn't there. That's when I wear my orange suit. Okay. Gotcha. Thank you. What state was Abraham Lincoln born in? Illinois we had, Kentucky. I have no idea, but we'll look it up. This actually works out much better to trim. I mean, it's making my quilt, because that was also driving me nuts, is my quilt being all wonky at all times. Ooh, I have to have control on something. Okay. So now we have to just take off this. There we are. Good morning, Lisa. It's on their license plate when they come here on vacation. Okay, Abraham was born in Kentucky, and Tinky Winky is a purple Teletubby, not what I thought they were. Well, obviously it would have been that. What would I be thinking? These are kids' cards. They're not adult cards. Okay, what objects are needed to go orienteering? Orienteering? A yardstick and a pencil, a map and a compass, or chopsticks and a wok. What the heck? Okay. I did not make up that question. Just saying. This is Trivial Pursuit. Maybe not being... Yeah, I don't know. Okay, we're going to find out, Raven. So we are using a map and a compass. Must be out some kind of surveying is my guess. I don't know. What's a book of maps called? A book of Atlas. Atlas, yep. So orienteering is when you go to learn how to get home. Oh, when you orient yourself. Like orientation of where your home is. The orientation of your home. I get it. Yeah, that is important. Good morning, Norma. I want to say it is the Book of Atlas because that used to be a thing. I used to buy that book all the time. They used to come out. I don't think, well, yeah, no, I thought they didn't make them anymore, but then I did go somewhere and I saw them and I was like, oh, they still make these books. Okay, how often are the Olympic Games held? I'm going to go press this. Yes, you used to see them in gas stations, but I think I just saw one in, where were we? I want to say Harbor Freight. And I was like, oh, no, Staples. I was in Staples. And I said, oh, look, they still make those books. Every year it used to come in the mail, or my family ordered it and it would come in the mail. Every 4 years, and some are opposite 2-year intervals. Raven, you are correct. They did not have it that detailed, but you are correct. Because I was thinking to myself, every 2 years, but a different season. All right, here we go. Next. Now, what did I do? Top, bottom, top, bottom, top, bottom, top. Yep. I have to bring this all the way over. Winter is my favorite. Winter is definitely underrated. I prefer the summer as I love swimming sports. I'm a winter gal. I like the winter ones. All right. Now put this. So now it's getting nice and big. I wonder if I could do this in sections, because this is getting very big. Maybe we'll stop at that section and then we'll go for another section. And then be a surprise what it would look like. That would be the ultimate surprise. All right, here we go. Put that over here. Now, okay, here we go. The last stitch method to break up a fight between soccer parents. Last ditch effort to break up a fight between soccer parents. A, have the kids kick soccer balls at the parents. B, squirt water bottles or dump ice on the parents. C, keep the fathers away from the fracas. Have the mothers clamor for peace. Bye-bye. Isn't the U.S. next year Utah or something? I don't know. Have you ever watched speed skating? Bye, Giggles. Bye, Deb. Thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Oh, hi, Eva Marie. A and B, C, B. I plead the fifth on any knowledge of soccer, Mom. Leave them out of the game. Winter is in Italy this time. Oh. I didn't see Jessica's. Oh, A and B. Okay, have the pair. Yeah, kick soccer balls and squirt them with one. That's funny. So the answer, believe it or not, is, ready? B, squirt water bottles or dump ice on the parents. Yep. Cool off the situation. Okay. Oh, talking about skiing. Here we go. Oh, no, we were talking about skating. Oh, wait. Okay, well, now we're talking about skiing. How to treat a skiing injury. A, after taking off your skis, tightly wrap the injury with your goggles or scarf. Use your poles to help you balance as you walk down the hill. B, use snow to ice the injury. Lie on your stomach or skis and slide downhill. Or C, keep warm and do not move. Wait for the ski patrol rescuers. Or D, that's not going to happen to Leanna anymore because she's done skiing forever. Love this quilt. I pulled the fabric for this inspired from the Cape Retreat. Oh, okay. Great. I mean, I think this would be great in lots of different things. All right, so I am going to press this. D, stick to the water. Stick with water skiing. Joanna, no problem. You go into lurk mode. It's not much going on here except for freaking out on how I'm going to place these strips. All right, here we go. Now I'm going to upgrade to the bigger one so that I really get everything squared. Oh, you can't even see that part. Whoops. All right, so now we have the next one. I have 5 more of these, and this is only about half of them because too many greens together at the bottom. Please, Giovanna, I already know. That's all blue. That's way too many blue. That's giving me heart palpitations right now. All that blue there. No, I do not like that. Do not like that at all. As a matter of fact, one of them has to go bye-bye because I was trying to do polka dot, 2 polka dots and 1 white. Yes, we need a lurk mode activated emoji. I see it as green. Yeah, it is. Yeah, hey, it's what came out of the paper bag. It's not my doing. If it was my doing, I would not have all those blues there. There's no bueno having all those blues there. And it would have been 4, but I put a blue on the top, if you recall, when I did this. And I'm like, that's it. I'm not putting a 4th blue under there. It looks fine when it's all together. The cat is so used to getting up early. He decided I had to get up this morning. He had food and water. Aw. Well, that may actually happen, Giovanna, because I have too many polka dots in a row. I can't have all those polka dots in a row. Too many polka dots. That's why I'm sewing it, because my urge is to change that, and I said, nope, I'm going to sew so that if I sew it in, I can't change it. All right, so we have that. Let's see, let me give you, so the answer is use snow, B, use snow to ice the injury. Lie on your stomach or skis and slide downhill. All right, that's what that is. I am enabling you. Oh. Let me. Now another song is coming on. She needs to distress. This is therapy. This is Let Me Entertain You. Let me. I don't even know the rest of that song. I had Love Boat earlier. Now I've got Gypsy. The Gypsy song in my head. I am, if you're wondering what I am doing, I am over here squaring this quilt off so that it's not going wonky. Good morning, Johnny. Morning, up late today, but made it to the live. Praying you all have the best Friday ever and have a great weekend, and you too. Didn't they try to remake the Love Boat a few years ago? I feel like Sheila said there is a Love Boat now, like a real Love Boat. Below Deck or something like that. Good morning, Anna. So here we are. We're going to put these blues in. We're sewing them in. Here we go. This is actually a really good jelly roll day quilt, right? Jelly roll day. I think jelly roll day passed though, but it would be a good jelly roll quilt. Definitely not a race because the way I go in here is not. Yes, here we go. Oh, that's a chartering show with spin-offs. Oh, Below Deck is reality TV about the crew on a luxury yacht. Finish ironing so I could stop working. That's all right. We're all good. Let's see. There is Dr. Odyssey now. I guess that's the closest to the Love Boat. Dr. Odyssey. What's that? I haven't watched any of these shows, so no clue. Okay, how to avoid a shark attack. A, stay out of the water at night and don't wear shiny jewelry. B, stay out of the water at midday and in early afternoon and avoid swimming in groups. C, stay out of the water when it's very windy and don't go in if you're not feeling well. My choice. D, stay out of the water, period. End the story, unless you're in Puerto Rico. The Cape Cod has lots of yeah. Lots of sightings. What is up with? You're not wrong. I don't like the remix. They're terrible. Absolutely. For D. A lot of us are in the D category. I want to make sure that this is, yep, staying straight. All right, so we have, I'm just trimming. We have a couple things going on today. Friday. Today's Friday. Today's going to be a good Friday. And we take this blue. I can't do it. I got to do this lighter blue because it has to flow, and right now the dots. Okay, we've got to do something about too many dots. So I just trimmed that in. So this goes over here like this. Good morning, Mona. And so for the shark attack situation here, the shark attack thing is A, stay out of the water at night and don't wear shiny jewelry. But every shark attack we hear on the news is during the day. I think those sharks are out any time of the day. So I don't know. I don't know if this is old guidance or new guidance. Who knows? All right. Least amount of time you can boil river water to ensure it is bacteria free. A, 1 minute, B, 4 minutes, or C, 20 minutes. So today is Friday. I was starting this and then I never finished. And today is the big reveal. So if you are a cotton cuts person, and maybe you're not a cotton cuts person, but you want to see some quilts, today Cotton Cuts is going to have a live. I believe the live is 1 o'clock Central Time, I think. I will not be on the live today as one of their ambassadors. I was invited, but the issue is I have to actually work. Go figure. I got to go pay the bills. Dawn and dusk is usually when they feed. It is most dangerous time to be in the water. Does anyone have any suggestions for getting rid of jelly rolls I really don't like? Well, Raymond, you can always just send them over here. I'll do something with them. Or you could just jelly roll race some, or even do something like this and donate them. Put them on Marketplace. You can send them to a guild. You can send them again here. But I give it a 20 and yeah. No, but seriously, you could do something like this. If you, and everyone says if you don't like something, if you haven't cut it small enough. So maybe you take it and you cut them in, sew them in strips, and then cut down the strips into 2.5-inch pieces, and then kind of alternate so you have little pieces of them. I mean, believe me, I sew with fabric that isn't my favorite, and I just gift it. I gift it off the quilt. After I'm done with the quilt, I just gift it off because someone's gonna love it. All right, so here we go. Yes, you can use them for FPP. Absolutely. If you have small FPP, instead of, I don't know why today my mind is in a musical mindset, because you've got FPP, and all I could think is I think I was censored. Oh no, why? What happened? I was thinking FPP. You know me. I'm down with FPP. No, I'm not down with FPP, but make huge rail fence blocks and sew it together and donate it to charity. There you go. If any of them are red, white, and blue, it would make a really good, this pattern here, I think would make a very good quilt of valor. As a matter of fact, that is what Lynn did. She went ahead and sewed hers for Quilt of Valor. Oops. We are almost there. As I'm breaking my design wall. What in the world? Get out of there. I hope I'm sewing this right, because I think I've lost track of what way I was doing. No. I still had 3 of them, so I could do all the suggestions. Not naughty by nature. Low down with FPP. It's a great t-shirt. I'm telling you, today I had Love Boat in my head, and then she said FPP, and all I got to think of was naughty by nature. Yeah, you know me. I'm down with FPP. Oh, I suggest only giving shiny jewelry to someone and then taking them for a sunset swim at the beach would be good to remember. Bye, have a great day. Annette, okay, so the least amount of time you can boil water, river water, to ensure it is bacteria free is B, 4 minutes. 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Okay. Well, this was here, there. All right, I don't know. We're going to go with it. I don't know where I left off of going back to. Yeah, it's good to know, all right. All right, let me see. I'm going to grab some of these. Ready? I'm going to grab some of these questions. Ooh, what is that? Oh, we're almost out. Oh, we are completely out of these hard questions according. Okay, name one of Canada's 2 national sports. Actually, yeah, name 2. Just name the 2 national sports of Canada. I'm gonna just up it a bit. Name Canada's 2 national sports. Have a great day. Not a problem. You have a wonderful day, Raven. Go sew those not so wonderful bowls. Okay, the cotton cuts, because curling and hockey. Love curling. Love me some curling. Going to bed. Who's going to bed? Oh, Mona, you've been up all night, huh? Go to bed, honey. You had some sleep. Ice hockey and curling. Ice hockey is one. I haven't seen the other one come across yet. Ice hockey is one. Curling is not, even though they're very good at curling. I actually did not know the other one. It starts with an L. Cricket? No. It starts with la. La or la. There you go. Lacrosse. Yes, lacrosse. Lacrosse it is. I've got to put this tighter. All right, so we're up to this. So anyway, Cotton Cuts is having their live today. What they're doing, let me finish this because I'll be off into something else. I will not be at the live as an ambassador. I was invited, but I have to work. I have to pay the bills. So I have some pre-recorded videos, and what they're doing today is launching the Wild West quilt, which I have right there, but I can't show you until they launch it. So the reveal is today. So if you all want to see the reveal of the quilts, you have to go to Cotton Cuts. I believe it's at 1 o'clock Central Time. And unfortunately, I'm working. But if they got my video, you'll see my pretty face out there. You'll see my video. Okay. So this is where we're at. I'm going to put this up. I'm going to trim this down. I'll be trimming here. So this is where I left off. I left off here. And so what I am going to do is, oh, perfect. I'm going to put a pin, a safety pin, right where I left off. So I know I have to sew this side. I'm going to take off the other safety pin because that's done for. There we go. I know when we resume this quilt, I have to sew on this spot, on this time. Okay, so here we are. So now we have this, but this actually is going to have to go on a second row because I'm going to put this here because I need a white. So we're going to keep this here. We're going to get the bag of tricks. Let's see. The bag of tricks here. Ready? Oh, I have to go. Yeah, I didn't want to go. All right, you know what? I have to pay bills too. Lisa and I, we all got to pay the bills here on this channel. There ain't one of us that don't got to pay the bills. This bag, I'm going to leave it. This bag is being left. We're going to leave it here. This is where I'm going to leave this at. We're going to finish this, but not today because I've got to go to work. So everyone, take care of yourself. Pass it forward if you wouldn't mind on your way out, giving me the thumbs up. And also, you should go to Cotton Cuts today, see the reveal. I think it's at 1 o'clock Central Standard Time. But you know what? You look it up. It will be on their YouTube page. So you will see the reveal. It's so exciting. Everybody have a great day. See you tomorrow. Bye.